Hey everybody, I'm back. I had a video, but fortunately it didn't go through. So since we want to talk about our sexuality and stuff, and I've been seeing some weird videos, guess what? You want to know something? Fun fact. Let me get this right. Hollywood, the place everyone wants to go to, right? Fun fact. Every single person that ever received an Oscar award has had a same-sex relationship. They either they was in a same-sex relationship or they had a same-sex encounter. Every man, every woman. You cannot get the reward unless you have kissed and have sex with the same sex. Or in group sex. Now, you could be a willing participant or a drug participant, but every person, that's the initiation. You cannot receive an Oscar without it. Yeah, go tell that business. What else are the award shows? The Grammys. Yes, they don't care about the money. They put like this. You have to donate a certain amount, right? Because see, back in the day, at one point, it was about the people's choice. You know that's not the people's choice anymore, right? It's the elite choice. In order to receive a Grammy, you have to suck somebody's dick. Man or woman or vice versa. Yes. The more you suck, the more you get. Yeah. See, Hollywood. Oh god. So this is how crazy technology is. 90% of the people that have high ratings on YouTube, same thing. If you have a following, same thing. Like I say, either you was a participant or you was on some type of drugs. Any person, anyone that gets into fame, see, you gotta remember something. Hollywood is about awards, icons, right? Idols. In order to be an idol, you have to give up something. Every manager has, even when it comes to kids. Yeah, let's talk about it. Even when it comes to kids, every child is shown a sex tape or a sexual or a person private area as their initiation. This is how they can decide what type of roles to provide for these kids. Are they going to be just on screen or on and off screen? See, a lot of these kids have done some sexual things willingly or under the influence. Everyone. Yes. And guess what? The parents know about it. See, they take the parents in one area and threaten them and say, you have a choice. You're going to sign your child over to us. Okay? You want that money? Then you're going to sign that child over to us. Whatever we decide to do, we're going to do. Do you agree or not? They say no. Guess what? One, that child doesn't get in the business. Alright, well, it's two ways. Let me come back. I'm going to just focus on the parent. If the parent doesn't, guess what? 9 times out of 10, they put a spell on that parent because they don't want the parent to say anything. So the parent is still working for the company a different way. Okay? The parent is still stuck. So if they don't get in, they got to help somebody get in. That's how it works. Think about, you know how like back in the day when you had these basketball players in high school, and then you got the managers coming up and saying, hey, let me take your child. Like, hey, well, you know, you're the most valuable basketball player on your team. We've been watching you. And we want you on our college team. what do they normally do? Show them the fast life. See, they don't let folks know it, but they definitely do this to guys. They'll take them to the strip club. They'll show them all this stuff. They would even give them strippers. They would pay for prostitutes for these kids to have sex with them, to get them into what the fame life looked like. Send them a couple dollars and stuff underneath the table. And then now the child is signing the contracts. 9 times out of 10, now the adults is not signing the contracts. It's the kids. And what they'll do is they'll get the kids caught into it. And once the contract is signed by the child, now the child is stuck. Because see, the child ain't paying attention to what the contract says. And on the bottom of the contract, where people ain't paying attention, it's written in small print, either on the front or the back. The majority of the time it's on the back, because it's a invisible symbol that says that if this child doesn't fulfill this contract, the parent dies. Yeah, that's how slick these mother suckers are. So if they don't get the child to sign, they get the parent to sign. So while y'all out here looking at yay, let's talk about the dicks that was in your mouth. Yeah, let's talk about it. How many of y'all got out here and got into that lifestyle undercover because you want your music to be played? Y'all in a contract, you can't get out. How many sexual interactions you have to have in order to get out of that contract? And then once you do that, you still stuck. Yeah, let's talk about it. This the life y'all wanted. Y'all wanted that money, right? You thought you was getting it for free. Ask yourself, why y'all going to a award show, right? And you haven't even did a movie. Sound like that seat was already paid for. How many times the pipe had to go in just so you can be able to sit down? Let's talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Think about it. Y'all don't even like each other like that, but you supporting them, right? But you can't even hold a conversation for them. When something going on in the tabloids, you can't even go and talk to them. You can't even communicate with them. Right? Right. Y'all over here pointing fingers and laughing, and I'm still seeing people sitting back talking about, I seen another guy. I'm not even gonna say his name, but I seen another guy. I saw one person giving out more people names about yay. The other person said, F it, I'ma just say it. Why now? Why now? You need some clout. You need some time. You need some energy. Now all of a sudden you're gonna say that you've been messing with this person. You was big, bad, and bougie talking about everything else. Ain't that right, girlfriend? I meant bruh. Just because you got the colors in your head don't mean you're a unicorn. You just corny. It's amazing. Y'all willing to sit back and put his information out. If he wanted to tell who else he was with, he could say that. Allow him to get through the door first. But I guess it's easy because now you feel like it brings more pride to the pride week. Right? We can actually put a bigger flag up. We got yay on our side. Really? Instead of using this opportunity to help our youth, because our youth look up to him no different than anyone else in the world, and there's more kids out here that goes through this. Instead of utilizing your time to promote the right part of it, which is the fact of the confidence for him to come up and say something, you want to be the ass of the joke. Really? Let's talk about how you was raped, and that's why you in the same position too. Yeah, when talk about, let's talk about it. See, it was okay when you sat back and talk about him and bring up his lifestyle, but you a victim too. You a victim too. But see, it's easy to laugh at somebody else's pain because you scared to look at your own pain. You scared to look at the fact that how many times these people use you as a puppeteer. How many times that you were sitting there and they drugged you up and had you gang raped and your ass was bleeding. Oh, we don't want to be that bold today. We don't do that. That's somebody's pain. Don't bring it up. Don't bring up somebody else's pain. That's wrong. That's wrong. Don't do it. We don't supposed to be mean to people. Don't tell people business. But you telling theirs though, right? Told y'all want that life, I'ma give you the life. Let's talk about it. How many times you been gang raped, sitting there crying with your thumb in your mouth, asking for somebody to help you, and they just looking at you, slapping their dicks up across your face? Let's talk about it. Nah, don't sit back and say, why is she talking like this? Why is she talking like that? These kids been seeing it the whole entire time. Y'all ain't blumping nothing out. Y'all allow people to be naked 24/7. Now all of a sudden it's an issue when we talking facts. Your opinions didn't matter at that point. Now you want to sit back and say something. Now it's a problem. Why are we doing this to the kids? You thought it was cool to sit back and talk about transgenders and same-sex marriages and all of this stuff. You was promoted the whole entire time. Now I'm putting facts out there. Now you feeling some type of way. So take 1,000 seats. See, this is the world you wanted, and now I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give y'all exactly what you asked for, exactly the way you asked for it. Since y'all thought that putting people's personal business out there was so funny because you want to gossip, now guess what? Here, this is the new news line, and I'm going to tell all about it. Every person that comes up here and I see you post share personal information, because guess what? Do y'all realize the more negativity y'all post, the more positivity it comes back to me? I know how to recycle that. And I told you, the same way you put that energy out, I can bring it back and flip it back on you. You want to know what manipulation is? I know how to show you what the manipulation is. I can put the falsified information and bring the truths out. There's no filters with me. I'm going to give it straight to you. You like it raw, I'm going to give it to you raw. Since y'all don't like to protect yourself, don't ask for the condom. Don't ask for the baby oil, because I'm going to give it to you. I don't care. Even my kids see this. They need to know. Y'all been putting it out there. Y'all been teaching them, because my kids come and tell me, especially my daughter, tells me these things about what these kids do. So I'm not ashamed of nothing that I'm saying. Y'all thought it was cool to televise. Y'all thought it was cool to promote. Now, since y'all want to gossip, you got all the gossip blogs. Every single gossip blogger out there in the world, I'm going to tell it all. And I ain't got to do it by myself. So, my energy is being flowed through. So everybody know everything about you from this point on is going to be televised. Since y'all want to sit back and put that energy out there, instead of sitting back and commending him for what he did and being a support for what he did, now y'all want to call it a joke. But I'm going to show you who's really laughing. And I'm just doing this out of love, because I love you. I love y'all so much. Since y'all keep providing so much energy to me, I'm like this. I have nothing else to do. I'm in a room. I don't have nothing else to do with my time. So since y'all like to be in my business, and since y'all like to sit back and tell all about it, I'm going to tell your lives. So I'm about to start building up some more energy, because since y'all put so much negative out, I got to recycle being that. So since y'all like the plastic life, I'm going to give it to you. So buckle up, because it's about to be a doozy. On that note.